To many athletes, jersey numbers don't carry much significance, but for others, the number on their back carries special meaning, especially in Major League Baseball. For instance, the Colorado Rockies shortstop, Tulowitzki, chose the number 2 as a tribute to Derek Jeter. Former Mets outfielder Benny Agbayani chose to wear the number 50 in tribute to his home state of Hawaii. However, there's one number that trumps all the other numbers in baseball, the number 5. In fact, the number 5 is synonymous with greatness in Major League history, especially if you consider the roster of great players who have worn it. From legendary players to absolute showstoppers, we're about to look at the best players to ever wear this iconic number. Number 5. Brooks Robinson. Ever heard of the human vacuum cleaner or Mr. Hoover? That's Brooks Robinson, and he's one of the best to ever pull on a number 5 jersey. Robinson's journey to baseball stardom began when he opted for the Baltimore Orioles over the reigning World Series champions, the New York Giants. The lad signed a deal that launched his big league debut at just 18. Despite early struggles at the plate, Robinson's defensive prowess made him a stalwart for the Orioles from 1955 to 1977. Robinson was absolutely exceptional, and his dedication extended beyond personal achievements. He was a man of passion and empathy. In the final year of his illustrious career, he voluntarily stepped aside, recognizing that a younger bat was needed for the Orioles' pennant race. His selflessness reflected a character that always prioritized the team over personal glory. That notwithstanding, this superstar player secured numerous accolades during his 23 seasons with Baltimore, including 18 All-Star appearances, 2 World Series championships 1966 and 1970, and a World Series MVP title. Clearly, with 1,357 RBIs, 2,848 base hits, and a career batting average of .267, Robinson's impact on baseball history remains indelible. Moreover, the legend's induction into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1983 solidified his place among the sport's greats. Number 4. Joe DiMaggio. In 1937, Joe DiMaggio, the Yankee Clipper, showcased his prowess by leading the American League in both home runs and runs scored, but that was just the beginning of his greatness. This very talented player's batting skills continued to shine in 1939 and 1940 as he secured back-to-back batting titles with averages of .381 and .352 respectively. It is also worth noting that during his early years with the Seals in 1933, he achieved a remarkable hitting streak of 61 consecutive games, all pointing to the fact that he was no ordinary player. However, the pinnacle of DiMaggio's hitting legacy came with his extraordinary feat of hitting safely in 56 consecutive games from May 15 to July 16, 1941, a record that remains unmatched in the game. Beyond his offensive prowess, DiMaggio also exhibited exceptional fielding skills, tying the American League fielding record in 1947 with just 1 error in 141 games. Plus, although his smooth and seemingly effortless plays in the center field sometimes led uninformed fans to perceive him as lazy, the exceptional player's ability to make catches without dramatic displays set him apart from most other players. From 1936 to 1951, DiMaggio played a massive role in the New York Yankees' dominance, contributing to their 9 World Series titles and 10 American League championships. Sadly, though, his impact was briefly interrupted by his service in the military during World War II, where he missed the 1943 to 1945 seasons. But the champ would soon be back to continue his exploits. DiMaggio's accolades include 3 Most Valuable Player awards for the American League in 1939, 1941, and 1947. Plus, even when he retired after the 1951 season, the star would continue to make waves. By 1954, this former baseball star added a touch of celebrity to his life by marrying film star Marilyn Monroe, further cementing his iconic status in American pop culture. And although their marriage was a bit short-lived, their connection endured until Monroe's tragic death in 1962. In the year 1955, this uniquely talented man was rightfully honored with induction into the Baseball Hall of Fame, solidifying his status as a legend of the game. And of course, this player's life and career contributed significantly to the buzz around the number 5 jersey in baseball. Number 3. Albert Pujols. Albert Pujols was a major standout offensive player of his time. This player earned his reputation as a 9-time All-Star, even before joining the Angels in 2012. But that's not even all, because he had also clinched 3 NL MVP awards with the Cardinals before his tenure with the Angels. This living legend boasts the unique achievement of hitting .300 with a minimum of 30 home runs and 100 RBIs in each of his first 10 seasons, a feat that is yet to be matched in Major League history. Plus, adding to his already impressive record, he secured 2 Gold Gloves and contributed to 2 World Series victories during his playing days. Little wonder he is widely regarded as one of the greatest players of his generation. No doubt, Pujols has left an indelible mark on the game, and even rival fans can't help but admit his impact in the league. Now, let's quickly take a glance at the outrageous stats and numbers he's gathered over his career, including .296 batting average, 3,384 hits, 1,914 runs, 2,218 RBIs, 703 home runs, 686 doubles. No doubt, these numbers speak volumes. But wait for this. His illustrious career includes 3 MVP titles, 6 Silver Slugger Awards, 2 Gold Glove Awards, the 2001 Rookie of the Year honor, and the 2003 Batting Championship. Plus, with 2 World Series championships under his belt, Pujols is a guaranteed first-ballot Hall of Famer, and unquestionably, we all expect his number to be retired. Number 2. George Brett. George Brett played third base and was an integral part of the Kansas City Royals for more than 5 decades. Today, the enduring image of Brett running around in the powder blue number 5 uniform is etched in the memories of baseball fans all over the world. Brett's impact on the KC Royals is undeniable, and this is evident in his impressive 45.4 wins above replacement WAR. Plus, the 1980 season showcased Brett's exceptional performance with a triple slash of .390, .454, .664, featuring 24 home runs, 118 RBIs, and an OPS plus of 1.118. It was just magical. Today, Baseball Reference places Brett among the sport's greats, standing shoulder to shoulder with only 4 other players in history who have surpassed 3,000 hits, 300 home runs, and a .300 career batting average. They include Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Stan Musial, and the recently retired Miguel Cabrera. Even Mike Schmidt, a fellow Hall of Famer, admired Brett's style of play, suggesting that the legend could have easily endeared himself to Philadelphia fans if he played for the Phillies. Obviously, Brett's intense competitiveness on the diamond catapulted him into being a dominant force in his era, and the fans loved him for it. As you would expect, to honor his legacy, the KC Royals retired his number 5 after his career had ended. What more could any Hall of Famer want for their iconic jersey number? Number 1. Johnny Bench. Of course, who else to have at number 1 on this list other than legendary Johnny Bench himself? In fact, Sparky Anderson, who was the former Reds manager, once famously remarked, "I don't want to embarrass any other catcher by comparing him to Johnny Bench," and boy was he right. Plus, keeping in line with Anderson's sentiment, MLB Network's Prime 9 has consistently ranked Bench as the number 1 catcher since 1947. Not a single doubt about it, this man was one of the best catchers to ever wear the number 5 jersey. This baseball dynamo was drafted by the Reds in the 2nd round of the 1965 MLB draft from Binger, Oklahoma. He made his major league debut just 2 years later at the age of 19 and blazed through the baseball world, leaving awe-inspiring numbers in his wake until he retired in 1983. The legend concluded his illustrious career with a memorable performance on September 17, 1983, with a Johnny Bench night at Riverfront Stadium. This night, it was in front of over 53,000 Reds fans that Bench hit the 389th and final home run of his career, marking the end of his 17 remarkable seasons in the big leagues. This Showstoppers trophy case boasts 2 National League MVP awards, 1970 and 1972, 2 World Series championships, 1975 and 1976, a World Series MVP, 1976, 14 All-Star appearances, Rookie of the Year, 10 Gold Glove awards, and many more. At the end of his career, Bench's stellar contributions to the sport earned him induction into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1989, receiving an overwhelming 431 out of 447 BBWAA ballots in his favor. No doubt, it couldn't have gotten any better than this.